let them talk if they want to. Talk don't bother me.
Before we get to the music, let's talk about you a little bit, because you have a fascinating story to tell. A number of fascinating stories to tell. One of the fascinating stories to tell is about your knowledge of the Vedic mysteries. What are these Vedic mysteries you're always telling us about? What is that all about?
Well, I assume you mean the Avestan mysteries, which are the cousins of the Vedic mysteries. Okay. So we don't know much about the Persians, except that the only thing we know about, Persia today is that our president probably knows less about Persia than we do. And we don't, the
Persia
average
is often
person.
called Iran today.
Yeah, today it's called Iran, yes. And it's Iran from the word Aryan, and it was originally Aryavarta, or the home of the Aryans. So that might make some people nervous, but believe me, the Aryans started out as a nice bunch of people, In fact, they didn't like people who got drunk and made mischief and all of that stuff. So they actually took over and banished these people, kind of.
Who did they banish?
They banished the Mithras, who kind of wound up in Rome, sort of converting the Roman legions, who ultimately said, wow, this is cool, it's sort of like one of our religions, and the people who actually put Jesus up on the cross were Mithras, if anyone cares.
Well, who's Mithra was a...
he was a sun god.
The sun god, right? Is that it?
In the entire, the Hindus, he was one of the Devas. The difference between the Hindus and the Persians is the Hindus believed the Devas were good guys. And the Persians thought the Asuras, or another pantheon of gods, were the good guys, and the Devas were the bad guys. And it's actually because the Western world is closer to Persian that our bad guy turned out to be the devil, through various linguistic derivations.
Wow. Right, I saw that in The Exorcist Part 3. That was a very scary movie, right?
The upstairs lounge act at the Yippie Cafe at 9 Bleecker Street. We try to have various things going every night of the week. And Monday through Thursday, I sort of filter through the place. Tuesdays, I kind of book myself. Monday, there's a great jazz night. And Wednesdays, I'm there, and Thursdays is the Lenny Bruce Comedy Club, which is located directly under the lounge of the Village Cafe at 9 Bleecker Street.
Now open, right?
It's now open, and I'm their music, And I usually start my set by reminding everyone that it's tough, because...
By the way, it's generally free admission, and just come on down. There's no money involved. Just have a good time at 9 Bleecker Street.
Well, we do appreciate it if you buy one of our 50-cent cups of coffee, which, as you know, is not paying the electric bill.
All right, well...
We take contributions.
We're going to... we're a nonprofit as well, so you should know that. Why don't you play a song for us?
By the way, I'm non-profit also, or by now I would have retired, right?
Oh, great.
Now, how did you get started in music? Did you take lessons, or did you study music?
Oh, when I was very young, this is rather odd. Okay, I was very young, and I took piano lessons, and I got to the 4th grade, and I took the test for the music class, and I was one of the 5 students in the entire school that got a perfect score on this thing. Can you tell if this note's higher or lower, the same as? It was a dumb. But I was one of the 5 students who got the highest thing on it. And then the music teacher said, if that little twerp's in my class, I'm quitting. And so I was, meanwhile, the 6th grade...
Bad teacher.
And the 6th grade teacher, music teacher, loved me. And she was like frantic, but the fifth grade music teacher was into something about my prior, shenanigans in the school. Yeah, so I ran a music company, I managed a band, I wrote songs. And then 40 years later, I'm sitting around going, well, that was fun having a band. They all kind of died. Well, the music scene.
What are your influences? I mean, blues, rock? I mean, what influences?
My influences are kind of blues and jazz and folk.
And which musicians?
And blues and jazz.
Look up to
Who are your heroes? Yeah.
Well, I like, Thelonious Monk, Mose Allison. There was this band from Indonesia that was also interesting. I just liked music.
Right.
I kind of, like one of my tunes is in the Lydian mode. I don't actually know what I'm doing because having started on piano, having learned the guitar late in life, which is, I'll never be any good at it, I never really took it seriously till I went in to record the songs that I'm writing now so that I could sell them to somebody who could do them well.
Are you working on a CD right now?
And I'm working on the CD now because everybody at the studio went, what are you, crazy, Artie? You're going to do it. You don't need anyone else.